Well, hello once again, babies and lords and lilies and lads of the land. More thoughts here, more thoughts, guys. Yeah, Stanley thinking too, of course. All right, so how do you? Okay, how do I want to start this? What's a good question? Why? Okay, here's a good question. Why are we? Why are we downplaying? Why are we downplaying things here? Why? Why are we downplaying things? Right? I don't get out of all if you follow this case and you look at the 8 hour plus time delay and all that, you have to ask yourself why are we downplaying things? Why? Right? Because we have to believe, remember, we have to believe that these two girls, the prime, well, one, well, but these two girls lock themselves in a bedroom for 8+ hours and never left. All right. So you picture the house. You picture the big old house here, right? The big house. And we got to believe that they locked themselves in this one bedroom for over 8 hours and didn't leave. Right? Here's the rest of the house. And they didn't leave. Okay? Which, say, follow me now. If you buy that, you have to buy that first here. Then you would buy that, of course, they didn't see the crime scene beforehand, right? They didn't see the crime scene then. If you buy that they didn't leave their room. But then you have to ask yourself, is that possible? Look, they have free range of the house, right? It's not like they don't live there, right? So it's not like they're just stayed over one night and, whatever. I mean, they have full access to the house here. So you have to buy that even when the morning comes, and even when they're all on social fucking media doing that fucking shit, taking pictures, scrubbing pictures, whatever, that they forget or don't realize that they have full access to walk around the house. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, how stupid do you think we are? I mean, do you want to question that your own logic that much? I mean, again, you have to sacrifice half your brain here to think that this is plausible. No, you're not going to sit in your fucking room for 8+ hours doing nothing, taking pictures and no. You're walking around the goddamn house. It's your fucking house. Right? But okay, So in the real world, where real things happen and people do real things, right? Like walk around their house when there's no threat. There's no threat. Okay. So, yeah. But I don't get it. I don't get it, though. Like, let's say they did do that. Let's say they left their room at 7:30 a.m., both of them, and decided to walk around the house to check things out, right? They're checking things out. They can't get a hold of their roommates, right? And they see right? Then they see the crime scene, right? Okay, you with me? So they see the crime scene. Now, fully, oh my God, right? You're probably horrified, I'm sure. But then you don't call 911. See, no matter which direction you want to go with this, guys, you're fucked. You're fucked. If you don't, you have to take the two roommates you have to consider them suspects, guys. Have to. Because no matter how you want to look at this, it goes against logic, it goes against human actions, it goes against everything here that you would think is normal, right? So, this is what should have happened. If this was innocent, if these two are innocent, this is what should have happened, okay? They leave the room. Let's say they don't leave until 7 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, okay? Let's say that happens. Well, they're going to walk around the house and they're going to see what happened. Right? Yes. So at that point, you're fucking probably horrified, terrified. If you had nothing to do with this crime, you're probably out of your mind. Absolutely out of your mind, right? That would be a normal reaction. Okay, and then what do you do at that point? Let's say they do see the crime scene at 7:30, 7 in the morning, let's just say. Whatever. Then why don't you call 911? But they don't. What do? Right? So even if you assume they see the crime scene, they still don't call 911, guys. And they're still on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, calling whoever, taking pictures, right? So no matter how you look at it, if they're innocent, right? If you say they're innocent, okay, well then, again, you have to buy that they didn't leave their room for 8.5 hours. You have to buy that. Can you buy that? That's the question. Can you buy that they didn't leave their fucking room? At all. That's the only way you can explain the rest of this shit. Is to say, they never left their room. It boils down to that, right? Logically, if you're going to say that these two lily whites are innocent, then they didn't leave their room. That's the conclusion you have to make certain of in your fucking mind. You have to believe this. Okay? You have to believe that. And then you have to ask yourself, okay, well then what time did they actually leave the room then? Well, they were outside when they placed the 911 call, right? Right? They weren't in the house, right? Uh-huh. So at what point did they decide to not be scared anymore there's no threat? So what point do you decide not to be scared anymore and then go outside their house, like right outside the front door, right? Which is right next to Bethany's room. So at what point do they do that? Is it, 11:20? What time here? See, guys, this is why none of this shit makes sense. This is why you remember the path of least resistance. Remember, when you're trying to do all this logical fucking picking apart shit, the path of least resistance is right in front of you, right? The path of least resistance is the roommates, for fuck's sake. Unless, okay, I'll make another part of this. Unless you absolutely believe that they walled themselves in their room for over 8.5 hours, right? Or more, whatever. At least 8.5 hours. They walled themselves in the room and didn't leave it. Okay, you tell me if you believe that or not. And if you don't believe that, then you have to explain then why they didn't walk around their own fucking house. All right? Love you. Stanley, hey, that ain't too fucking bad, Master Nature. That ain't too fucking bad. I'll tell you what, Stanley getting a little more proud of you now, Master Nature. He getting proud of you now. Yeah, you wouldn't like it when Stanley didn't do now. We ain't gonna go there right now, alright? Hey guys, I don't want to cause any fights right now, but I think Master Nature he's showing something, isn't he now, guys? Ooh, he's showing something now, isn't he, babies? Alright, bye-bye. Uh, um, Stanley, love you. Oh, very much. Oh my God. You don't know how much Stanley love you. Oh, Stanley love you forever and ever and ever and ever.